Donald Trump is back. After securing a historic victory in the U.S. presidential election, the world is now watching to see how his leadership will shape global events. With the war in Ukraine dragging on and the U.S. deeply involved, one question looms large. Can Trump stop the war in Ukraine? During his campaign, Trump made bold promises. He vowed to bring peace where others have failed, questioning why the U.S. should continue funding foreign wars. His rhetoric resonated with voters who are wary of America's military involvement abroad. Trump's America First policy suggests a shift in strategy, but does it mean an end to the war in Ukraine? Let's examine the key factors. One of Trump's most controversial attributes is his perceived closeness with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Critics argue this relationship undermines American interests. Supporters, however, claim it positions Trump uniquely to negotiate peace. Putin has consistently framed the war as a defensive measure against NATO expansion. Trump, who has criticized NATO in the past, might be willing to make compromises, something previous leaders avoided. But could these compromises come at a cost to Ukraine's sovereignty? The war in Ukraine is not just about Russia and Ukraine. It's a geopolitical chessboard involving NATO, the European Union, and the broader global order. Trump's potential policies could alienate key allies or redefine U.S. alliances altogether. Will European nations accept a leader willing to strike a deal with Putin? Or will Trump's approach weaken the West's united front against aggression? Trump's presidency will also be shaped by crises in the Middle East. With American resources stretched across multiple conflicts, his administration might prioritize de-escalation in Ukraine to focus elsewhere. This could mean withdrawing aid or pressuring Ukraine into concessions. Is Trump's strategy sustainable, or will it create more instability in the long run? Ending the war in Ukraine requires more than rhetoric. It demands a strategy balancing diplomacy and strength. Trump's unpredictability could be an asset or a risk. A peace deal would likely involve territorial compromises, security guarantees, and lifting certain sanctions on Russia. But is that realistic? As the world waits for Trump's next move, one thing is certain. The war in Ukraine is a test not just of his leadership, but of his ability to shape the future of global peace. Will he rise to the challenge or fall short? Only time will tell.